And tonight, the frantic search continues for survivors after that deadly fertilizer plant explosion in Texas. The aerial pictures over the plant show a scene of complete destruction there. Here's the very latest we know. At least 5 people are dead. More than 160 are hurt. And rescuers say right now they are still checking to see if anyone's trapped in the debris. Some firefighters who responded to that initial fire are still missing, and they are feared dead. Officials say 50 to 60 homes, imagine that, in a 5-block radius had severe damage.
Close enough just basically to cover the kids. As it picked you up and dropped you, blew the kids on the ground. We were able to cover one, and then I grabbed my little one and dove through the door. It was chaos.
Now, at this point, it is not clear what sparked that fire, but the company has been cited in the past for safety and permit violations. So could we see something like that happen here? Tonight, we uncovered some red flags for the possibility of a similar disaster. Joel Iwanaga is live now at one Portland rail crossing. And Joel, I know you spent some time talking to these hazardous materials crews tonight. I wouldn't have thought this, but they say the rails that go through Portland, these trains, they're the ones that are at the biggest danger for an explosion.
That's correct, Kelly, and if you can believe that here, that's because fertilizer is transported by rail car throughout the state from the port of Portland. Now, hazmat experts, they tell KOIN 6 News that the potential for a huge disaster is pretty big.
The biggest potential there would be in a rail car scenario.
Here in Oregon, big and small, there are plenty of hazardous chemical manufacturers that worry firefighters. But their biggest concern locally are rail cars filled with fertilizer traveling through the state from the port of Portland.
You want to have a safe distance of a half a mile in each distance, like a circle, to evacuate.
In addition to trains, there are fertilizer storage facilities all over that are monitored by local fire departments. And Portland has seen its share of hazmat scares. An ammonia leak at Alpenrose Dairy in southwest Portland forced neighbors indoors 2 years ago. Hazardous chemicals forming a toxic orange cloud at the Precision Cast Parts plant in southeast Portland escaped, but thankfully no explosions. And local fire crews prepare for these types of disasters.
Like the rail car, a half mile, that's a pretty good distance. And if you go in there not knowing what the incident is, you can have a great chance of losing your whole crew.
As for a plant like Waco, Texas, there's a factory in Kennewick, Washington that uses many of the same materials. That factory sells to farmers all over Washington and recently had some pretty serious violations. The owner was fined for violating safety issues, including failure to correct deficiencies that could cause death and leaving tanks of hydrogen gas unsecured. Now, the company that owns the plant says it has fixed those issues. Meanwhile, experts say that bag of fertilizer you have in your garage for your lawn is not in danger of causing any type of explosion or fire. In the Texas case, though, it was a chemical that is not in your garden variety fertilizer. Reporting live here in Northwest Portland tonight, I'm Joel Iwanaga, KOIN 6 News. Kelly and Jeff, back to you.
Thank you, Joel.